to those old lies. Follow your dreams, you'll see what you can be when you believe. Never give up on your dreams. That shining good your world can be. Reach for your dreams, believe you can be what you wanna be. Follow your dreams and you'll see how shining good your world can be.
Well, I don't know how I missed it. I really, all this time, never saw it. Yeah. It just happened to somebody said, hey, do you see Dr. Harble's sing-along blog? And I was like, no. Yeah. And then I watched it and I'm like, how did I miss it? Really. How do you miss something that awesome? Oh, time for the review. Sorry. All hail the Gubzlef army. And what have I for you today, my friends? None other than Star Saber. Ah, yes, a true grail of Transformerdom. Yes, if you've been collecting, you know Star Saber, and it's one of those G1 figures that everybody's like, I want it, and then you see the price and you're like, no, just no, because it's just way too expensive. I wish I had one. I wish I could steal the money to get it, but nope, don't have it. But this here, I can get this. So let's take a look at Masterpiece Star Saber. So, hide hands. Oh, ready for summer, huh? Short sleeves. Nice. Alright, let's do a quick once around on this. So, just go to the back. The sides are usual. There you go. Sides are plain. And then we've got an excellent picture in the back. You know, where it's showing all the different modes. The combined mode for the jet. Then it's showing Saber, then it shows, you know, how Brain goes in Saber's chest. And then when you close the chest, boom, his face comes in just like the cartoon. Yeah, it's just showing all the features of it. It looks fantastic. I just want to really rip it open it up, and check it out. So, let's go to the front. Oh wait, show the top. The top has a good picture. And there's a very nice picture at the top. And back to the front. So really, I'm looking forward to this. Plus, I get the added pleasure that I'm reviewing this and felzbug can't. Yeah, it's part of an agreement, you know. I reviewed Drag Strip and the Stunticons and Star Saber. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's good to help people so you can torment them by taking away the things they really love. Hey, you know, that was kind of the theme in Dr. Horrible, yeah. I don't know who I admire more, Dr. Horrible or Captain Hammer. Yeah. They're both villains, and they're pretty awesome. Oh, alright. Let's get to the review. Sorry. Alright, just to show what's inside the box, well, you've got the instruction booklet, and you also have the card, and the card, MP-24, Star Saber, Cybertron Commander. And pretty much he's all 10s except what's not a 10. Strength, intelligence, and skill are 9s. Everything else is a 10. So right there. But very nice picture of him. And the instruction booklet is black and white inside. So just to quickly show you through it. Nothing incredible or amazing inside. But the figure itself is very cool, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. So there you go. Saber blade, shield, and the end page where it says Masterpiece Fan's Choice, because this was the one you could vote on, and yes, Star Saber won. And yeah, just to show you the insert, the head, and there's Brain over there. Really fantastic. It's got two different swords, the smaller saber and then the large one. Just really, I can't wait to get this guy out of the package. So, let's do that. Alright, now I did want to show this really quick, his weapons, because he comes with a lot of stuff, okay. He comes with a nice little gun, of course. Gotta come with his gun, otherwise it's not Star Saber. But yes, very nice job there. But then he comes with his blades. And they go in his backpack just like in the show. I'll show that later when I show the figure. But also for the hilts. And I think it's pretty cool that the front nose cone actually does, become the hilt for the sword. So you open this up, you flip this around, and then you've got this hilt here. You come over here, open up this piece over here like this, and the big sword, or the big saber I should say, comes in here, so you can tell which one. This part's wide. There's a wide and a small part, so the wide part goes in here. It closes up like that. It's going to be on a little angle, but there you would have the large sword. But then if you want the longer handle, well, this flips in. Hold on a second. This flips in like this. Close it off like this. Close this off, and then you're going to take this guy, and this piece just basically comes in here and locks in like this, and you've got the longer handle. Amazing that they put that extra bit in there. Then the small one is just real simple. Just take the blade, stick it in there, no problem. Easy. Shield. And I think it's a really cool use of the shield in that you have the shield like this, which of course he holds in his hand, but this slides out. And when you put him in vehicle mode, you can go take this, slide this in, and this is a stand for the jet mode. So really, they made use of everything that they could. Pretty fantastic. Yeah, I know I'm going through this quick, but there's so much stuff about Star Saber. So, yeah, just wanted to... Now to start with, we're starting with the combined mode of Saber along with the V-Star. And this is massive. I mean, this is a massive, massive jet. I mean, just to give you an idea, there's the Voyager Evasion Prime. I mean, it's just massive. That leg, just that part of the leg is prime. I mean, just to show you, I mean, it's just huge, huge, huge. And it looks amazing. I mean, if you've seen the old figure, the G1 figure, you would know, yeah, this is awesome. And the bottom is a stand. And actually you use the shield and some other pieces to make the stand. I'll show it later with the weapons. But this just looks so great. Now, awesome things it has. Of course, one of the things that's really nice is... Let's just do this. I gotta... Hold on a second. Right here, lifts up. And there you go. You've got your missiles right there. But it's like really nice the way they did it. Both sides have that. Of course, you've got your little wheel. The wheels front, on the front and the back if you wanted to wheel it. And the fact that they put in a base that actually uses the shield and then some extra pieces they gave you. But really does look great. One more thing is on the back. Okay. Now these pieces here, here, and these are die-cast metal. And it's so amazing that, wow. And it does add the weight to the figures, to the figure I should say, not figures, but yes, so it's just some nice little added feature that they put on Star Saber. So let's go and take a look. We'll take it apart. We'll take a look at the we'll do the V. Well, no, we'll do Saber first. So let's take a look at Saber. All right, now to separate Saber from the V. What was it? The V something. The V Star. You open it up, then you just push this button and you pull out, and this button will inside. That's the release. Okay, so once you have Saber, move that down right here. These guys go up, these wings go down, up, down, and there you have the V-Saber. And of course you can go and you can flip out the landing gear over here, back here, not important. Alright, but first thing you do, oh, and inside, almost forgot, here is the extremely tiny, amazingly tiny, and amazingly he's painted. Hold on. Look at that. And he is ridiculously small. When I say ridiculously small, how small is he? Well, here is Spike. Spike is double his size. Yeah. So just amazing what they did with this. It shows the love and care that they had for the characters. Alright, so this goes here. We close that up. Pop this part out. It just pull it off. Alright, this part here. Now we're going to move out the arms this way. Rotate them to the side. And there's a nice little ratchet there. Goes like this. We can move these back. Flip those back. Next one, we're going to just pull down the feet. The legs, should say. Pull down the legs, and then the feet will flip down. Right there. And same here. Feet, feet. The hands are on kind of a hinge inside, actually. So I flip this way. So if you push down, you kind of get it. And inside, if you could see, there's a hinge. And you've got to get it to kind of move down like this. And open it up that way. So that's the kind of motion. Now this one is very easy. It's more loose than that one. Right here. Next thing you have is we're going to take the chest. We're going to open up the chest right there. And now we take Brain, stick him inside Saber's body. Bring him in there nice. What's going on there? What's wrong with you, Brain? Listen, Brain, you just do what you're told. Get in there. Something is not completely right with Brain. One more time. So I guess you have to have everything. I've never had a problem with it before. I've done a couple of transformations to test, so this is the first time I'm having any problem with the mechanism, so probably just something simple. Oh, there it goes. Maybe the legs were out a little bit more. And there he is, Saber, in his robot mode. Now, amazingly, you know, his hands do open. They actually have that. His hands open so he can hold, you know, one of the swords, the smaller sword. Here it is. So he's got the short sword, and I'm sure you can open it up. And we can, no, that one won't fit. Doesn't fit in your hand. What's wrong with you? What about just a blade? Would that fit in your hand? I'm a moron, perhaps. I thought that would fit no problem. What's wrong with you? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. 1 second. There it is, right like that. I knew it fit. Took me a second. Yes, I am an idiot sometimes, but that's okay. So right here. There he is. Fantastic. Articulation on him. Yeah, he has left, right, articulation there. That's pretty amazing considering it's got that gimmick to push up. And you can see the face, really. Okay, I know I'm going through things very quickly, but yeah, there's not a lot of time with all the stuff you have to review on Star Saber. Now, he's limited because of the wings. So his arm, you can go up to move it, to get it over that point. Okay, his shoulder right there. Doesn't have quite 360, but pretty good. He's got swivel under the shoulder. He's got a good 90-degree elbow, a little bit of swivel on the wrist. No waist swivel. Nice ratchets going forward. Going back, not as much. And for the knee, he's got a nice swivel on the knee. No tilt on his foot. So there you are. There's Saber. So we'll take a quick look at the V-Star and then do the combined transformation to Star Saber. One thing I did forget to do, and that was to show the cockpit part. It does attach in his robot mode. It attaches right over here on the shoulder. So you just pop it in like that. And one more thing I forgot to do, which would have been really tragic, size comparison. So here he is with Evasion Prime. So he is a little bit shorter than Evasion Prime. Just to show you, just so you know that. And so now I'll do the transformation. Sorry for the delay. So the first thing you need to do is take this off. The same thing I just put on a minute ago. Take it off. Now, once we do that, we're going to basically transform him back to a jet, but not all the way. So we're just going to collapse the arms back up like this. Same thing here. So we're going to go here, get this here, flip down the arms. Flip them down this way, take the legs, push them together, push up the feet, and then you're probably going to get it about there, but you're going to mess with it a little bit. Flip this way, and push it this way. Now what we want to make sure is the bottom is going to be nice and flush. That's what we want. And then one really cool feature, I really like this, is the fact that here, these vents flip around for Wind Saber. Wind Saber, I mean Star Saber. What am I thinking? Wind Saber. Alright, so right there. And then he's ready for his combined mode. Now we'll go over to the V-Star. We'll take off his gun. And even though in the instructions it'll tell you to keep this on, you're going to push down here and let it go. It makes it much easier. Just trust me. Why would I lie to you? Alright, once we're here, the base. We're going to just remove the base right over here. And it, great, that part came off. Excellent. It really wants to stay on forever. Wow, okay, so there you go. So you know the base really works because it didn't want to come off. Alright, so now the landing gear, we're going to just close those up like this. Same thing down here. Close them up, close them up, close them up, close them up. Now come here, flip out the toe, and this way. And you've got this really nice piece of die-cast metal. This is all die-cast. So he's got a nice heavy heel to help hold him up. Once we get to this point, now we're going to go and we're going to separate right here like this. And this comes down and it will lock in. Later, when you transform him back, there's a button here that will release that. But so once it's locked in, it's in. Alright, so again, grab it here, flip it down, it locks in. Pull down the arm here, pull down the arm here, open that chest part up, and you almost have this part done. There's one more thing to do, and that is this part here needs to be rotated. Which way does bend? Alright. You can check the bend to see which way to turn it, but yeah, you're going to rotate it this way. Otherwise, his knee will bend the wrong way to the side. So rotate it this way and then back. There you go. Right here and here. And now we're going to just take Saber. I almost called him Star Saber. We're going to take Saber and we're going to put him in this body part. Over here. I move the wings forward because... And what you're doing is it's going to clip in back. This part back here is clipping in with this. So on the back here, there's a button. You want to push in the button and get it to lock in there. Which is sometimes, there you go, perfect. Sometimes it's perfect like that. I should say it's always perfect like that for me. Alright, so the last part we're going to do first to transform him would be to put on the head. So we just go, and I will say these parts here, they do pop off, so just watch them. So, and just angle them, flip this part down, head goes on top. I want to say head on, but he's not a headmaster. But right there, head on anyway. And there you have Star Saber. And if we want, we can take his gun, flip it down, and put it in his hand. Like so. And then it falls off. Well, there you go. Good enough. So we'll go and get the close-up, and hey, because why not pull this out. I know I showed it already in the weapons, but yeah. And there. And now we'll do the close-up after that. So there you go, Star Saber. And here's Star Saber, looking absolutely fantastic. I mean, this figure is amazing. And it's everything I wanted it to be. It really, really is. Because let's face it, unless they do a reissue of G1 Star Saber, that's out of the budget. I mean, it really is something that's totally out of budget. So to have this figure and have something that looks so good like this does, I'm really happy. You know, of course, gonna get repro label stickers for it, but yeah. Let me just show you the size very quickly. So we'll put them back here. And you have to feel bad for Ultra Magnus. Why? Because Ultra Magnus was the largest masterpiece until Star Saber. So he had it for like 2 months, a month or two, maybe 3 months most. But yeah, and there's Optimus with him. So you can really see the size of these guys. I mean, just Star Saber is huge, awesome, and heavy. He's a heavy figure. I mean, if you put both of these, I think he might be just a slightly bit heavier than Ultra Magnus. And Ultra Magnus is not a light figure. So let's go through the articulation real fast. So, articulation for Star Saber. Head will go that far. You know, he'll turn that far and that far. He can tilt up, but if you do, you're getting the neck, you know, the robot head for Saber kind of peeks out a little bit. If you can get it to look down, but if you go too far, you're pulling up the helmet, so, and the faceplate. So, watch out for that. But very nice. Alright, for the shoulder, I like what they did with the shoulders. First off, nice heavy ratchet. But then going out to the side, you can go out that far, but then to help, it has a secondary piece right here to let you get extended out further. Then nice little ratchet here, and he has his elbow, and you can turn here below the elbow. And to help you even more, they gave a double elbow. So here's one, and then the secondary right there. So you do get a double elbow on him, which is nice. Waist. For his waist, you've got a little bit of swivel, a little to the left, a little bit. It's just a slight swivel. That's all you get. For his legs, going back, you're only going to get one, and the blade is there. But you're only probably going to get one click back. One click back. Going forward, you can get more. But it's like one click back. Going forward, you're basically going to get straight. Pretty straight right there. And this hip is really strong. The knee is not as strong. If you give a good sharp drop, the knee will give out a little bit. But it holds very well. It's just when you give a real sharp drop, which you're not going to be doing to your masterpiece Star Saber. But yes, he has a little bit of swivel here at the hip. And about 180, almost 180 you can get out of it. A little bit less than a 180. The knee will go that far. And then for the foot, he has tilt here. And there's tilt above it right there. And a little bit of sway. So there you go for Star Saber. Those are his articulation. Now let's take a look at his back real fast. And this was very nice what they did here. So for his back, they went and, just like the TV show, he can pull out the blades from up here. Now, the large sword, I took the blade and just put the blade in here, because you can put the blade all the way down and lock it. Or for the smaller blade, I put the blade in there as I showed the sword earlier, and you can just drop it in there. His gun, there's a hole right here for the gun, so you can put his gun here. And then for the large hilt, because if you try to drop it like this one, it's going to look ridiculous. So there's a hole here and a peg here, so you can peg in the big sword to his back like this, which is really, really nice. I wish I could spend more time, but now this video is already going to be like ridiculously long. So there you go. Star Saber looks absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to get the repro label stickers to make him look more amazing. So let's just go and give my final thoughts. Alright, my final thoughts on Star Saber. It's amazing and fantastic. This is right now my favorite masterpiece figure. Hands down. You know, and there's a lot of great competition for masterpieces. There's so many great figures, but this one is just fantastic. I love everything about it. I even love Saber. You know, that little figure on his own, I mean, I would love to get just another Star Saber just to have Saber. Yeah, so I could have them both together. But everything about this figure is great. Pure fan service. Now, one thing I want to mention. In the review, I forgot to mention he has an ab crunch. His wrist has a little bit of a tilt to it. And I forgot to transform the backpack with the transformation. Yes, those things happen. So I'll blame hired hands. Yeah, it's your fault. You were doing the transformation. I was just talking. So yeah, your fault. So there you go. It wasn't really me. So if you want this figure, go get it. It's going to be a grail. It's one of those figures you'll regret if you don't pick it up. So, those are my thoughts. Fantastic figure. All hail the Gubzlef army. Gubzlef out. Yeah, I gotta blame somebody. What, you think I'm gonna say it's my fault? Or you think I am a moron? No, absolutely not. But I couldn't blame Felzbug. He had nothing to do with this, yeah. But I hate that guy, you know. Felzbug with his little happy voice. Hey, it's me, Felzbug. Yeehaw! Yeah, like that. Something like that. Really, really creepy voice. You know, he's a creep. Yeah. You know, won't even let me steal his money. Yeah, got told when I tossed an old lady down the stairs, he was like saying, "Hey!" Yelled at me. Yeah. And who doesn't like to throw old people downstairs? What's the world coming to? Oh, you're still recording. What did I tell you about that? Push the button. You're getting your pay docked. I don't care if your dad's a